Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something like that?
You should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck, oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
All right, sorry, I was just about to take some tablets. That was a fuck up. All right, everyone, how are you? Tactical, you're on early. You're proper bed shitter tonight. Cheryl and Tom, welcome to the Bed Shitter Club, as well as Tactical.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
Now I should take my painkillers. How are you lot? Are you all right? Oh, it took me fucking ages to set this stream up. Evil, how you doing? Right, so when I ask later, I have taken some paracetamols, all right? And if they don't stop my aches and pains, I'll take some of them. So, yes, hello, how are you? Oh, God, sorry. Yeah, it took me ages. So I set the stream up and then realised half the guns were showing. I thought normally this covered up most of them, but it didn't. Cheryl said, how's your week been? Not too bad. Hectic. I've had a hectic week because it's the first week I've been back from Metallics. So I've spent it getting a lot of stuff done. So I had a big list of stuff that hasn't been done for a couple of weeks. Because the thing is, I went around Metallics for like a week and a half, maybe two. Came home for a week and then went back for nearly 2 weeks. So I was, you know, that week I was back, I didn't really do nothing. So I've had about 4 weeks of not really doing anything at home. So I've been doing a lot of YouTube videos. I did have a day in the shed and make something, which I'll show you in a bit. And there'll be a video for that coming on Sunday. It's a long video. I may have to start cutting these videos down. But I've got a very long 37-minute video of showing how to make this. But it is every little bit of detail of it. Not the knife, but the sheath. It is every bit of detail that you'd ever want to know. But, yeah. Look at that. Self-opening clasp and everything. Look at that. Not my invention. Timbo, how you doing, mate? You alright? Evil said, we're good, been Easter egg hunting in an anime. Nice, nice. Yeah, I forget. Is it nearly Easter? I don't know. I did see some fucking cream eggs downstairs. So, yeah. I often forget when it's Easter or coming up to Easter. So, yeah, I had a day in the shed. Oh, I had a couple of ideas for some stuff to sell, which I'll show you in a bit. I'll wait until some more people are on. But, yeah, I say I've had an idea. I didn't. Alex Saint did. And, yeah. So, I've done some new key rings. I'll show you all the different colours. So these will be like the deluxe key rings. Oh, fucking hell, I can't even hold them. Tactical said, just got up at 5:30. I can't stop shivering. Like, you ill, mate? I'm still coughing and deaf from that fucking one I had about a month ago. Yeah, I hope you're all right, mate. Fucking hell. Right, so I don't know how easily this will focus on here. But yeah, I've done some deluxe key rings. So that's the new logo and a little metal bit for the keyring bit. And I will put a full keyring on. So that's plain leather. That's waxed leather. Light brown. dark brown, black, red. That looks quite nice. So yeah, these are the deluxe key rings. Hello, proctologist. How are you? Jumpers are boo. Riggs, how you doing, mate? You right? Tactical said was out on the mobility scooter yesterday. It was bloody freezing. Hoping it's just that. Hopefully so. So these key rings I'll put on the shop eventually. They're key rings that I just showed. Just a key ring with my logo on. So you see this logo here, and if you're on the wide screen, you'll see it up on that white thing there. Just key rings to go on your keys, made out of leather. I also thought I'd do. So Danny, he asked about a catapult pouch, and I thought, you know what, I could probably do custom made catapult pouches, as in just have a page saying, you know, if you want catapult pouches, just give me the measurements and I'll make them. If he wanted a tiny little one, I think that's about the size he wanted. I may have to check. He'll be on later anyway. So there's that. Evil said it's cold tonight, especially up north. Yeah, funny thing is, it don't seem too bad down here, but then I haven't been outside today, so it might be freezing cold outside. I don't know. And my mum's always got the fucking heating on anyway, so after I had to have my window open earlier, it was so hot in here. So yeah, very rarely hot, very rarely cold down here. Round here, sorry, not down here, round here. So I'd like them key rings. That's going to be a given anyway. What do you lot think about me making custom catapult pouches? That's probably a good idea. Earn a couple of quid for not really having to do much, you know. £3 each and a bit of postage, depending on how big they are. And I mean any size. If you wanted a big one like that, I could make it, and a little one. And then people just send me the. Sorry, I think I've got a bit of acid reflux. Send me the details and I'll make them. Anyway, Nick, how you doing, mate? You right? So the other idea was from Alex Saint. CR, how you doing? Mother, how you doing? Saint the other day said about key ring strops, as in a leather strop for your key rings. Can I do a slingshot passes? Yes, I can. Shut it, you're not bad. I can also do catapult pouches as well. Key ring strops. Or are you being serious? That's I never know. Where am I? Key ring strops. So this is the idea that me and Saint came up with. Do you think that would need to be bigger? It's just a little portable strap for your penknife. And would my logo get in the way? That side is completely plain. Would this metal bit get in the way? I don't know. Jumbo Salbo said, Mike, you could do Black Widow sheaths at a Kydex, can't you? As you have a Black Widow. Yes, what do you mean by Black Widow sheath, though, Riggs? I don't know if I'm thinking of I don't know if I'm thinking of something different. Do you mean the catapult? What do you actually mean, though? Anyway, Fallen Hill said, fix my mobility scooter. Ordered a puncture repair kit, fixed it, and the old tire slime from the previous owner. Put it in, removed the patch, and reopened the puncture. Ended up getting an E-tube. For fuck's sake! Right, no, yeah. Mother said, "Can you sling shit?" Yes, I can. CR said, "Would you recommend for the best everyday legal carry?" It depends how much money you got. Depends how much money you've got. The thing is, Sarah, I don't know, because I would recommend getting the fucking, what's it called? Lansky Mad Rock, but you can't fucking get them. Evil said, need a lot of leather for a catapult pouch, Mike. Nick said, I would think it'd be nice to have something to cover the main strop part in case you want to use compound on it. What could you use for that, though, Nick, that could go in that? Saint, was it you? How you doing, mate? Saint, what do you think of that for a little, like, pocket strop type thing? Not a keyring strop. For size. This is just a little tester. Because the thing is, you don't want something massive hanging off your keys. Dumblesail Boo said, a holder that could hold, that you could holster the Black Widow to sit in. Yeah, I could do that. Yes, I could do that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I could make, yeah, sorry, I wondered if, because suddenly people was writing a load of stuff that didn't make any sense to me. And I couldn't tell whether people was just taking the piss or what. So there's been at least 4 or 5 comments that have, like, I don't know whether people are joking or I'm just being confused. So yes, that does make sense. Yes, and I could do that. Yeah. Nick said maybe another piece of leather that attaches with a couple of press studs or something. Yeah. What, just like a folded over bit that like goes over like that, and you could actually have, yeah, just like a piece of leather that goes like that. Press it on. Saint, did you get my email? Look at that. That looks awesome, mate. Do you reckon that's big enough, Saint? He said, how long did fucking hell, I can't talk about it. How long did it take you to do, and how much are you going to sell it for? Not a lot. They don't, doesn't obviously take long to do. It's not very big. I don't know. Probably knock them up in about 15 minutes. Realistically, but yeah, if people, sorry, thing is, Evil, I wasn't sure because I couldn't tell whether Tactical was joking or not. Because sometimes people say catapult isn't, you know what I mean? So it was confusing the fuck out of me. Thank you, Evil, for telling me you was joking. Oh Christ, I'm in a confused state tonight. I don't know why. Not a lot though, Shane. Only a couple of quid. I don't know. I think it's just over 4 inches. I can't remember now. Might be just over 4 inches. But yeah, it might be 4.5. The actual strop bit might be 4. Yeah, I can't tell tonight. Full said, can't wait for next week when we're ordering solid tyres for my scooter. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that saves you a lot of bother, won't it? Rick said, Mike, have you seen I Swear, mate? Watched it last night. Brilliant, Tom. I haven't, but I know all about it, and I think it's excellent that's been made. So I really like that bloke. I will watch it, though. I'll probably buy it eventually. Mother said, Michael, send you everything that should be mentioned about the Cold Steel RPG. Can you make an interesting thumbnail? Yes, I can. Tactical said it's not the size. Saint said, what's that, 4 inches? Pretty good size to me. Nick said something like that, yeah. Just so you don't get stropping compound and everything if you wanted to use it. Yes, yeah. Well, I suppose with this kind of one, you probably wouldn't. This would be more out and about. I think the point of it for Saint was to have it out and about. But yeah. I'll have a think about that. I'll see if it's, because the problem is once you start adding loads of leather and other bits, the price has got to be going up, and then it might not be worth the bother then. You know what I mean? It's all right, Tactical. It was confusing the fuck out of me. So I just didn't know what was going on. So I was just like ignoring it. I don't seem to be all there at the minute. Jumbo Sail Boo said over 4.5 inches with the heating on. Well, I was going to say, let me just measure it quickly. Yeah, it's about 4.5 inches. I just folded it in half. Hello, Sam. How you doing, mate? Saint said, I wonder if you can buy pocket diamond sharpeners too, or maybe a keyring file. I bet you probably could. But yeah, Saint, if you're happy with that, I'll make... Here's another question. So for strops, does it matter if they're dyed? Because I could dye them loads of different colours. I could do them red, light brown. That's plain leather. There's nothing. So there's nothing on that though. That is just the bare leather. I wouldn't wax them or anything because you're not, not supposed to. But yeah, could you dye it? Do you reckon? 'Cause I suppose people do use their belts as a strap, and that has been dyed, isn't it? You don't normally have a bare leather strap, do you? Would that affect the stropping compound at all? I'd not. I'd say, if not, I'd say dye them. Yeah, so I could do different colours then. Probably not, Saint. Probably not, because as I say, people use their belts, and most belts aren't a bare leather because that's the colour of bare leather, and I've never seen anyone with a belt that colour. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to a surplus shop with Jim M tomorrow. If anyone wants to donate some money to help me buy something, please do. Because Jim will be going there and I'll be spending nothing at this rate. Carla said, I wounded, or hang on. I wondered what we was. I think that's wondered. I wondered what we was talking about. All I had was 4.5 inches. I thought it was another channel. Fucking hell. Abel said you missed me. You fiend. Catapult is a siege weapon, dude. Well, that's what I thought you lot was getting at, but I weren't sure. I ain't got the brain capacity for these clever jokes tonight. So now that's genuinely a good product, mate. I'm so impressed. I'll even give you my herder £5 for one, or however much they'd be. I'll be honest with you, I probably would charge about a £5, and that's all in. So the postage is probably going to be about fucking. I think. Do you know what? I think a second class fucking slow stamp nowadays is at least £250. So yeah. Send me a message saying, or you just if you want one like that, if you're happy with that, send me the money and I'll get you one in the post tomorrow or whenever. But I'll do a slightly different one because this was a bit of scrap leather and it's got like a bit of a thing there. Happy with that? Hey, Dan Rich, you're right. Then it'll be slightly neater. That was a bit of a just knock it up just to see what they look like. Hey, Dan Rich, you right? I'm like a confused old man tonight. Oh, Christ. Saint said you'll be saying math and garbage next. What did I say? Oh, what's catapult or slingshot? Oh, Christ. Well, literally don't know what I'm doing tonight. You're not too bad, Rich. Good. Yeah, so I can't remember the actual shop me and Jim are going to. It's the one we went to last time. So if you've seen the video of us going to one before, that's where we'll be going. But I can't remember where it is or what the shop was called. But it's a proper army surplus shop that does, surplus army stuff, air rifles, air pistols, swords, deactivated guns, crossbow stuff. So yeah. Saints, I can't complain, mate. Trying to see if there's any other patterns or whatnot you can put on. Maybe Spyrophiles Easter egg style. Could do. Certainly could do. Shall I get a... Oh, by the way, talking about Spyrophiles, there's some new stickers you can buy. Now, these are ones that I've had done myself. So they'll be a lot cheaper. They're smaller than the other ones, but they are actual plastic. They are plastic stickers. So you can stick them on the glass. I don't know how well they go in a, what do you call it? Dishwasher, but yes, stick it on a glass, no shit glass. Hello, Steve. Steve, is that Steve that I know in real life, Steve? How you doing, mate? You all right? Because last time you was on, I think your name was different. But yeah, don't say too much, but just, you know, you better say something that I notice you. Carlos, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I don't know. I seem out of it tonight. I was nearly falling asleep earlier. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I haven't woke up properly yet. That's not the Steve I know in real life. That's all right, Steve. Though, yeah, nice. I just wondered. Thank you for actually acknowledging that. I do appreciate that. Metallic said, I'm a bit behind in the stream. Couldn't you just dye the smooth part of the leather and leave the rough side natural? Yes, I could, I suppose. I probably could. But I'm pretty sure I don't think it would matter. I don't think it would matter because, as I say, when you see people using belts as strops, they're dyed. You know what I mean? That's the natural colour of leather. As I said, I've never seen anyone wearing a belt like that. Richard said, got my new yellow bands today. There should be around 180. Is that for practicing your bow stuff? My fucking shoulder's been hurting tonight. I've got a bloody pain patch on mine. Oh, they're doing good, pal. Off to Spain on Sunday. Not been away for ages. Bloody liar! He was in fucking Mexico last week. The week before that, he was in fucking somewhere else. I'm joking. He wasn't really. I'm sure he was in Spain at least 2 weeks ago, though, Carlos. But I'm kidding, mate. Yeah, you have a nice time. You have a nice time. Someone's got to get the abuse tonight. Jumble Salvo said, Mike, next time you are with Metallic, go to Norwich, as there's a load of army surplus in the old church opposite where Hooper's army surplus used to be. Metallic, are you taking notes on this? Zombie Slayer, how you doing? Carlos had got back last Friday. And then, so yeah, you was. I thought you were. Hey, how you doing, Zombie Slayer? Right, Riggs. I will try to remember that. I can't fucking... Metallic, write that down or something. So, what I have done recently was make this sheath. I put one of these elasticated self-opening straps on. And this is the cookery that I cleaned up recently. Didn't look like that before. It was covered in rust. So yeah, I thought I'd go with a sort of what the Gurkhas like to call, or the Nepalese like to call, a westernized sheath. As I said, Mike doesn't lack potential patterns to stamp into leather. It's just the time it takes to stamp them that it would cost, yes. Zombie Slayer said, I'm alright. I just had a Chinese. Nice. And my week is done. Nice. Saint said, gonna be making another knife out of an old metal file. They're not too bad. Oh, they said it's all high carbon steel. Gonna give it a proper heat treat. Yeah, you do need to give them a proper heat treat, though. That's the only thing. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's like a 2-step process. But I don't really know. So I can't be asked for that kind of shit. Number Turbo said, I only know that as it's my friend Stock who runs Combat Paintball. Oh, nice one, yeah. Metallic said, taking notes, how my bollocks. Hell, well, you better fucking remember. Because it's when I'll be visiting you, you shitbag. Carlos said, looks good, that leather work. Yeah, no, that'd be all right, Rich. There's rivets on it, and yeah. No, you just have to have that fucking. It takes a little bit of a wiggle to get it out. It's just the thing with all cookeries. They're all like that at first. You have to learn the little technique to do it. Because you've sort of got to pull it out like that. if you know what I mean, like that. And you think you should be doing that, but you shouldn't. You should be pulling it out straight. You know what I mean? That said, hello all. Saint said, don't you use pins in shifts to stop knives from cutting them open? Yeah, well, this has got a welt in it anyway. So there's a welt that runs along the middle. So it would have to cut through that entire welt, which is like 7mm thick. There's a piece of leather that goes to at least where the end of my finger is there, all the way round. So you'd have to cut through that, because the stitches don't, it's not like the stitches are the edge. There's actually a third piece of leather that is that. And then there, as you say, there are the rivets for extra strength. Dad said, remember the old army surplus shop in Norwich up the road with the flower shop called Petals, but it closed down years ago. Ben, how you doing, mate? You alright? See, we are discussing knives, can't we? Jumbo Sabo said, try Googling that junk shop type place in or near Fritton. Couldn't find it online as I want to go visit. Check out my video, Riggs. If you check out my video, that should have all the information. Carlos and Mike, are you Mike's secretary? Yes, she is. She is tonight. She is my fucking secretary. Riggs, because she's going to refuse to write it down for me, can you email me that, Riggs, and I'll check it out. If I email me, and I'll tell you the exact location of the Fritton Marketplace, but also remind me about the place you said. And when I go over there next, I'll have a look. Bill said, how's the string going? Not too bad. Confusing. Confusing is what it fucking well is. But yeah, Riggs, you email me. I could get the address for you, mate. Richard said, I was referring to the bloke who cut open the sheath, drawing the blade, showing it off in front of a woman. Yes. Sorry, Rich. I don't know if you was on. I'm not really getting people's strings tonight. There's been most people's jokes tonight have gone massively over my head, and this is the kind of, as a warning to everyone, this is the kind of night that someone would get accidentally blocked. By the way, like he did recently, nearly did. So yes, every joke that someone's done so far has gone over my fucking head. Not saying you, Rich, but you know. I can't think properly. Hello, my queen, by the way, in the background of my stream. Zombie said, I'm looking for some police issue trousers, but nowhere seems to have them in anymore. I like the fact they're rip resistant and have deep zippable pockets. Yeah. Deep pockets is good. I've no idea where you'd get them from, apart from maybe eBay. eBay is the only place for that kind of stuff now. Eva said, I still need to get a new knife. My dad stole my favourite one and left it in a cloud of cash. As Alex around, Mike Secretary, no, he's not my master. Nick said, do you have it on top chat instead of live chat or something? No, I have got it on normal chat. It's all going over my head, Nick. I don't know what's wrong with me. Bill said, I bought a new EDC blade. Saint said, cutting your sheath in front of a bird is actually a mating call in disguise. Oh, God. And you're not impressed by this special class split? Well, look. That's not me flicking it up. It's fucking elastic, mate. And that's not my idea. I don't know who came up with that, but I was like that idea. And I did that because you don't have to keep holding two different fucking... You have to hold this one open and try and hold that one open as well. Zombie said, I'm a pair now. I've got in Birmingham. But he closed down. No, that means nothing to me, that sentence. I'm in a... Oh, you're fucking hell. Sorry. What is wrong with me? Sorry, Zombie. You're talking about chances. Like, fucking hell. I keep taking every comment literally. It's like I've become fun. Have I become autistic for the day or something? I've become autistic for the evening. I took some paracetamols. That's why. I took some paracetamol and it's turned me autistic for the night. I literally did as well. That's hilarious. I haven't become autistic, by the way. And no offense to anyone who's autistic. Jumbo Sabu, took me a month to get over the cold virus I had recently. Sounds like you might have the same one. Yeah, it took me ages, Reese. I'm still coughing up shit and I'm still deaf and I'm still sniffing from things. That don't impress me much. It's like, here's yours tonight then, like, fuck's sake. That's a double shit. I'm always impressed watching you flick things. You still have the skull snot record. Oh, God. No, he grabbed the knife and threw 50 quid in the air as he ran out the door. It was a cold steel Tokyo. Oh, yeah, I get it now, yes. Yes. Fucking hell. Will said, Key Mike, check out the COVID V. It's a fucking Cleveland. That whole sentence to me was like, is he going about some new fucking COVID virus? The COVID V is a folding cleaver, 3-inch blade, which is sweet. Check it out. I will do. I will do. I'm not writing COVID V in my phone though. Carla said, you need to put your Hawaiian shirt on, Mike, then everything will make sense. It'll probably go downhill even worse then. Yes, I've made myself autistic taking paracetamols. Yes. Turns out some orange fucking bloke was right. I say bloke. Oh, first. Don't forget to like the stream. And if you would like to support the channel, please do. You can help me go to this surplus shop with Jim M tomorrow and make us both come home with something. Because he's going to get his boots and I shall be coming home empty-handed. Richard said, she sells seashells on the seashore. Oh, so did I. Well, I know what we're going to do. I'll film me and him having a shoot with the crossbows, probably. I know he wants to have a go on the Sobek, so I'll let him shoot the Sobek, and probably he'll have a go on the Tri-Strike as well. And anything else I've got handy. I think he's shot most of the other things, so... Yeah, not COVID. COVID is a Raven. Yeah, no, that's all right. That's all right, Evil. I got it in the end. In the end, I worked out what it was. Just my initial scanning of it. I thought it said like COVID V. Yeah. Where are we? Bill said, I cut my finger to the bone just bumping against it. Love this new blade. Fuck's sake, yeah, it's sharp then. So, Zombie says that something I loved about your channel was the print copy of your weapons board over the weapons board to dodge the regulations. Yes. Well, I would have put that up. The only reason I don't have it up tonight, Zombie Slayer, is I've monetized the stream and I suspect even pictures of it might be a bit might be a risk potentially. Yes. Carl said, make a video of the surplus store. Be interested. I will. So I did do a video when we went there last time, but it wasn't really much of the actual shop. So what I'll do, I'll ask them tomorrow. Sorry. I'll ask them tomorrow if they'll if they don't mind me filming in there, and I'll give them one of my cards and say to check out my YouTube channel. Do you want to sponsor me? I'll take some gear home and I'll review it for you, send people to you. See what mood I'm in. But I'll definitely ask to film. Depends how friendly they are, because I was saying to Metallic last night, it's weird. You can go into some sort of gun shops and surplus shops and that, and they'll be really friendly and, you know, really fucking nice and great. And then you go in others and they act like they don't want you in there. And in some others, it's just a job and they have no interest in what they're selling. You know, it is just, that's a shop job for them. They don't care what they're selling, have no interest in it. They're just selling a product, you know. This surplus bloke, he has done it for a long time, and it does seem like he was probably interested in sort of firearms and shotguns, probably, and all that stuff. And so, yeah, maybe I'll try and get in. I need to get a conversation with him going, you know, it depends what mood I'm in. Because sometimes I'm not in the mood. But I will make some kind of video of Jim being here. Metallic said, exclamation mark merch, zombie, you can get one for yourself. What was he saying? Ah, the fucking, yeah, the banner, yes. Spacey, how you doing, mate? You alright? I mean, what's your burger video? You and I am our Spartan made me have a burger today. Keep up videos on that. Reese said, it's a very sad fact, but army surplus shops that you can browse around are dwindling. A lot of going online. Yeah, this bloke has no online presence at all. This shop we're going to, Reese. He refused to do it. It certainly was food porn. Second best gun porn. Maybe third. Gun porn, food porn. Oh, so that's a weapon porn. The type said they would have to be tuned into 20s evil to cover the cost. Bacon is a luxury item. What did you say? I need to start running. Need to start training the local crows to start paper cash. Trade paper cash for bacon. You'll have murders waiting around cash machines. Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Fucking hell, I'm struggling. Where am I? What's my favourite pocket knife? Oh, I don't know, Bill. I probably don't have one because it just depends what one I've had recently. Rick said most army shops now have mainly Combat UK repro stuff. Yes, that's another thing. This other one has the actual proper stuff because Jim wants to get some army boots, I think. Spaces said, oh, seriously, food comatose. Carl said, I know what you mean. We had a surplus store near me. They never liked us filming, but that's because the girl who worked there had massive jugs. Fuck's sake, Carl. Fall said, cheap cooking bacon, only £1. Yes. Nelson, mine's cold still Vaquero. I'm not sure. Maybe if I had some flick knives, it'd probably be those. But and I don't know. Fuck's that? Why is it when you want something, I can find it? My favourite pocket knives would probably be some of my like sentimental ones. This one's a fucking beauty. That said, I just made my first attempt at making a protein brownie. It was pretty good, but should have cooked it longer. That's not a flick knife, by the way. It is a lock knife that looks like a flick knife. I've had that for probably, I don't know, over 25 years now. That the Combat UK stuff is crap. Yeah, I don't think really had much of it, but yeah, this one we go to, I think they do a bit of Combat UK stuff and proper stuff. As I say, Jim wants to get a pair of boots. Timber said military firm kits also produce more than the army need to, so they sell it through surplus shops. Yes, that's it, Timber. Spacey said CNI's pocket knife was also a gun. Nice. So one day I'll have one of those knives. One day you will have one of these. One day you will have one of these. I do need to give it a clean. I haven't fucking stained it though, because I've just noticed I've accidentally turned the handles slightly fucking red. I must have had red dye on my hands. I don't know if you can see that. Or something red. You know, you can't really see it on camera. Or is it just the brown? I don't know, it's hard to tell. You can see it more there. Reeks said, my son who amateur his cars bought a couple of snap-on OTF trim removal tools. Nice. So that's one day I'll have a deerfoot knife and a whistle dagger. You will. You definitely will. Maybe even this year, my queen. Maybe even this year. I can't help it if I've got 100 projects going on. Don't forget the live stream. Mother said, will you play the new Resident Evil? Yeah, probably. I don't know when, though. I do not know when. It was out now. Italian stilettos are great, especially the Godfather models. Yeah, but this I don't know. It's hard for me to say what my favourite pocket knife is because when I get a new one, it's usually that for a bit. Will, how you doing, mate? You right? He said, could you please say your thoughts on field tips on crossbows? Have you used the bullet-shaped convex ones? Do you think they penetrate deeper? Well, in general, I'm not sure about the difference between the bullet-shaped ones and like the convex one, but I do know that field tips aren't made to penetrate, deeply. The whole point of them that they don't really. I haven't done a test against like the bullet-shaped ones and then the convex ones, but yeah, they don't penetrate as good as like a bodkin would or a broadhead. Even just a four-sided bodkin, which you can make quite simply, will penetrate 3 times as deep. So let's say a standard field tip will go in 10 mil, a bodkin would go in 30 mil. So yeah, it's always, if you ever want a crossbow to penetrate deeper, pretty much put anything on it other than field tips. Yeah. Gary, how you doing? He said, been watching your content for a while now, Mike. Loving it, pal. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, mate. With that said, I don't think the dog's ashes footprint plaque will work out, but I'm kind of hopeful. I salvaged the staff top. All right. Well, I hope you have. It's got to be a shame, isn't it? Dumbo Sabo said, I never understood why flick knives are the only weapon from the offensive weapons ban that is not exempt for the over 100 years old thing. Yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it, Riggs? I don't know. Yeah, strange, isn't it? That is strange. Mother said, put some lube on the tip. Bill said, but this new Corvid V, or 5, that I have is awesome. It has a green checkered grip and a rose gold blade. Do you want me to look it up and show the audience it? By the way, don't forget to like the stream and have a chat with us about, we don't do politics or religion because they're never a topic that everyone gets on talking about. Right. Evil said, one day I'll have a functional katana that looks like Zorro's from One Piece. Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Is it this? Bill? Shit, we've got the fucking phone. Mr. B1000. Hi, how you doing, mate? You right? So yeah, with who was it? Will. Would you like me to do a test on that? I can test like the convex ones and the concave ones, if you like, the standard bullet tip ones and the ones that come in. I could do a little test on those if you want. If you do, though, because I'm live streaming, I've got nowhere to write it down. Could you comment on one of my videos saying, Mike, could you do this test for me? And then mention the 2 tips. And I'll actually do a video of that and we'll see. Yeah, it probably would be interesting to see what kind of standard tips would penetrate more. With that said, there is something I would like to say. Go on, what would you like to say?
Not fair, is it, Keith?
That's not fair. Next, I love cleaver blades like that. They're unusual, aren't they? I think I've had a couple of little cleaver. I had a tiny little cleaver blade once that was nicked off of that. Yeah, there was a bloke who made like titanium handled, very fancy, or titanium bladed with brass handled, tiny little cleavers and stuff, and then Gearbest started nicking the designs and selling exact copies, but not. They weren't essentially clones because they weren't trying to sell them as this bloke's knives. That's the thing. They weren't claiming to be this bloke's knives, but they were exact copies. Next, I have a Boca Arctic Sailor with a thick cleaver blade. Really cheap, but one of my favourite knives. Here's a question for you. What are the worst name knives I can think of? So the two that always have made me laugh were, I think it was the CRKT Needs Work. Because to me, that instantly sounds like someone's gone into a boardroom with a knife and said, here's the knife. It hasn't been finished yet. It needs work. And someone's going, okay. So you've got the unfinished needs work knife, and then you've got the Mora garbage, or whatever the fuck it is that sounds like garbage. So you got the Mora garbage and the CRKT needs work. Apparently I said that's what she said. Metallic, did you write that? Or is someone impersonating me? What's the worst name for knives that you know? It's the Mora garbage, isn't it? Or whatever it is, garbage. All sounds like garbage to me. Looks like someone is impersonating me then. Timbo said, Rough Rider French Tickle. There you go. Yeah, that's a funny one, though. I like that because that is actually funny. Yeah. Cold Steel Mama Jammer. For fuck's sake. Oh, gosh. Fuck's sake. It was Metallic. Don't. I nearly blocked myself then, you knobhead. I actually nearly did. Because you can't tell when it's someone impersonating you. And I told you, I'm not, I can't get these jokes tonight. Yeah, Rough Rider French Tickle has to be the funniest thing. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. Nick said, I love the Boca Desert Warrior knives because of the reason they were made in the first place. Double Sabu says, saw a suspected drug dealer being charged with suspicion of possession of a prohibited weapon in a private dwelling, which was a legal samurai dagger. Police have no idea of what is legal and what is. I know it's a nightmare, Riggs. I still need to do it, but I have a plan for here to print out a whole folder of the weapons information from the YouGov website. Garmatat, she said, yes, Mike, indeed. Incoming clip.
I'm the one that did it.
I'm the one who did it.
I'm the one that did it.
I'm the one that did it.
I'm the one that did it.
Oh, jeez.
Nearly blocked my own fucking account from my own channel because of you, Metallic. Oh, God. So, yes, just to potentially save issues of having all my shit potentially taken, Riggs. Well, it's a bit like what they did to my what they did to my aunt. They told her that these completely blunt swords were illegal. Took them off there, basically said, "All right, you try and get them back. We'll take you to court and do you for them." So, in other words, either give them up, or we're going to make you fucking, pay for it. And they added a new stipulation a couple of years ago that those wall hangers are okay now if they're blunt. Nick said Boca made them because people would search for Desert Warrior. Oh, desert. Oh, yeah, desert as in hot. They complained they couldn't find it. They misspelled it dessert. I didn't see that. Yes. That was a bit too subtle for me there, Nick. So it's the Desert Warrior. That's actually excellent. The Desert Warrior. Metallic said, you know what I need to do. Go ahead.
Stop it. Get some help.
What, stop being an autist? I'm not an autist. I said, please find people to say you changed, bro. Keep reminding me on Discord. There's no point reminding me on here. Unless the people who are watching say, yes, I'll volunteer. No good for me to do it. Not on a live stream, mother. But, yeah. Keep reminding me on Discord. And one day I'll do it. Like I let you make me a Discord. Took a couple of years. All right, have I missed any comments? Well said. Thanks, Mr. Collector. The standard screw field tips, I think, are designed to slow down a bit. Exactly that, mate. But the bullet-shaped ones, I'm not sure. Broadhead's different again. How do I donate? If you go to... in the chat, there's a thing called Nightbot that's just put a link on. There's a way to donate there, or look in the description of the channel. Not the channel, sorry. If you're looking for the description of this video, there's a link at the top to the donation thing, or you can do a super chat. But if you do it through coffee, I get all of it. I do appreciate that, mate. Mum said I already did a few times. I know you might have to keep doing it though, mother. You might have to keep doing it. Tactical said when he does look like he's eating a few desserts, that's a certain warrior. Number Sabo said, I know, mate, it's a legal landmine. I remember the police weapons tutor who claimed that nunchucks were banned. Yeah, not at all, are they? Exactly. Yeah, what can you do? Because I bet even if I had a folder telling them exactly what everything was and the actual laws, so they didn't even have to look it up, they would actually have the YouGov stuff printed, I bet they'd just ignore it. I don't know, because, as I said, the last time the police was around here, there was that one bloke, and he just, I would take it down, I'd say this is a blank firer, and I'd give it in. Well, I had a blank fire, I just don't have any. Just trust it coming mad. This is an air gun. And he'd go, yeah, that's an air gun. And I'd go, this is a replica. And I'd give it him, and he'd go, yeah, that's a replica. Thank fuck someone knew what they was talking about. Yeah, because that meant they didn't take anything at all. Yeah. It's such a fucking shame. I know that they can't know everything because there's so much stuff that you need to know, but yeah. Sam said, where did you get the replica ammo? Where can you get regular ammo and not demilled? I'm not sure nowadays because even that, I even got rid of my inner ammo. I'll tell you where you can get it. You used to be able to get it in most museums. You know, if you went to like a tank museum or something like that, nearly all of those kind of places had replica ammo. And you could buy little selection packs of them and big old fucking things. And yeah, there must be shops. Is battle orders still a... Look up battle orders, Sam. They would probably still do them. But I can't remember what I was saying now. I got rid of because of just what we was on about, like the police not knowing what is and what isn't illegal. I got rid of all my replica grenades and my inner bullets purely so that I didn't have to deal with the police taking them away and making an issue of it. So right, you've got ammo, right? We're taking that away. We're checking it. These are grenades, right? We're getting the bomb squad out. You know, so I got rid of all of them just to make my life slightly easier, and I didn't have to. It's just a paranoid thing for me that because I know what can happen. So I'll keep everything I can, but if it makes my life easier, if they do come here, they may not ever come back around here ever again. But, you know, Timber says, search for inert ammo. DWS UK does those. Oh, thank you for the donation, Will. That really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate that. I'll do that video for you. I'll do a little tester for you. In fact, because you donated, I'll write it down. I'll get off my ass and get some paper. Maybe when me and Jim are shooting tomorrow. But yeah, Will, I really do appreciate that donation. Thank you, mate. This one goes out to you. Cheers, mate. And it's people like you who make this.
That's the funnest place to be.
Did we play that at the same time, Metallic? Where are my comments? Thank you, mate. I'll see if I can buy something at the surplus shop with that. Right. Like I said, even the Desert Eagle replica. I was well. This was years ago. I sold all my blank fires ages ago because I was skint and I needed the money. But I've still got all my all my guns and that. I've still got. It's just I got rid of the inner ammo and anything that the police could interpret as some kind of explosives. Because I didn't want them coming around here, seeing an inert grenade and going, right, bomb squad, shut the whole road down, fucking evacuate the whole road for a piece of fucking plaster of Paris. You know what I mean? But no, I've got everything else. That was all I got rid of. Cornish Bob, he said, good evening, Mike, Metallica gang. Okay, Cornish Bob, how you doing, mate? You right? So so I don't have my Desert Eagle anymore, but I sold that ages ago. I basically don't have any blank fires now. Saying that though, they'd be illegal now anyway. So I was lucky that I managed to sell them way, way, way before it was ever an issue. I needed some money. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember why I needed this money. Well said. One more question, different subject. Obsolete caliber guns. What are your thoughts? So I would definitely have an obsolete caliber gun. 100%. Yeah, definitely will. And I nearly bought one of those Schmidt Rubens. Do you watch Weapons and Stuff 93? I nearly bought a Schmidt Ruben that he's got one of those. Because I used to get the Worldwide Arms Limited catalogues. So I nearly bought one, and I would buy one still, but I just can't afford one. Again, though, that brings up another issue with, see, most people would never ever have the police come around their house. I haven't had any police around here for nearly 10 years, 9 years. And even when they did, I hadn't done anything. I think I was on some kind of list. So if they found something that looked like a fully working firearm, they'd probably take it. And, you'll get it back in that, but it creates a lot of bother. But if you don't have that issue, yeah, I think they're worth getting. They are worth getting, and it's nice having something like that. I won't say any more than that. My Desert Eagle weighs a ton. In fact, said my Desert Eagle weighs a ton. Carlos and Mike, going to get off absolutely knackered tonight. Catch up tomorrow. Yeah, good night, mate. Good night. It was a nanny government really sucks sometimes. The Ninja Man, how you doing, mate? You right? Hope you're doing well. Cornish Bob said, yeah, well, good, thanks. Jumble Boo said, it was money you needed for the dentist, wasn't it, Mike? Or was it the brand? I can't remember now. It probably was. I can't think of anything else, Reegs, that I would have sold that kind of stuff for. It would have been something emergency related. Because I don't sell my stuff, not my collection. So if I am selling my collection, it's because it's an emergency. So yeah, it probably was dentist. I can't remember though. I remember selling them all. The Brent gun and when I sold all my blank fires was at different times. Good night, Carlos. Take care, mate. Tarek says, show Ninja Man my new evolved fishing priest, Mike. Yes. All right. College Bob said, any shooting comp happening this year on the channel? I will do them anytime someone wants to. College Bob. If you want to do a shooting competition with me, just say, and you send the footage in and I'll do it, mate. Do you want to do one? So Metallic has done some new fishing priests. So take a look at these, Ninja Man. I'm not sure if you're on. Let me just check if you're on vertical or horizontal. Right, so you're that way. Right. I'm doing 2 live streams at the minute. I'm doing a widescreen one and a long one. Exactly the same. So she's done some new ones. Look at that. I just try to make sure that you can see it. So they are epoxy. That's an epoxy scar. Right, hang on. Just going to catch up with the comments. Fool said they'll be telling us fire is illegal. I was approval next. Timbo said, have you seen how much Diak Bren is now? I had to sell most of mine. Really regret it now. Still got my AK-47. I'd rather sell a kidney. No, how much is a Bren gun worth now then? A lot, is it? And then this one is like a little seascape. There's like sand at the bottom. There's some shells in there. Look at that. And these are, she turned these as well. Oh, but yeah, she turned the other one, didn't you? That you've got. Yeah. And she made the heads. That's cool, isn't it? They're good, aren't they, Ninja Man? Cornish Bob said, yeah, been pants, but love to. Yeah, I'll do one when we start to get some dry days. Yeah, I'm well up for. I'm always up for a shooting comp, Cornish Bob. Yeah, if you just mention it one day. I'll say, Mike, do you want to do a shooting competition? I'll do one with whatever, and I'm up for that. I might make them less rounds now because I think it was too much rounds. Double Cell Boot said, what type of batteries does it take? CRD cells. Brain guns are grand. Yeah. That's nice, isn't it, Eva? Well, this one. Yeah. Metallic would make these for sale, I think, as well. That was the point of making them. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And that is actual sand from potentially... Where was that from? I was going to say potentially because I was going to try and guess where it's from. She'll say in a second. Yeah. That's quite a good view of it. That said, reckon it's more likely if you just send Mike a video of you shooting something and he'll match it, Bob. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what I might do now, Bob, is I might start making it less rounds. Because I think 3 rounds each, it makes it very long. I'll be allowed air rifles. Yes, you can do anything. So for the shooting competition, you can use crossbows, bows, catapults, slingshots, a spear. Fucking people have used mini cannons, shotguns, anything. As long as you can make a hole in a target with it, you can do it. Yeah. So yeah, crossbows, anything, air rifles, firearms. Obviously, if you use a firearm, I'll just have to match that with the best I can do. But yeah. It's like I said, Frank's evil. It's either local sand or Portugal sand. Yeah, that's what I was trying to guess. I couldn't remember if it was Portugal or... Yeah. Evil said it would look really nice on a cane. Yes, it would. She's doing some, what do you call it? Like walking stick ones at the minute. Well said, good night. Work at 6 a.m. Plenty more crossbow questions for the next day. Yeah, take care, Will. They're always welcome, mate. They're always welcome. I've written down to do that test because that'll be an interesting test anyway, just to see the different penetrations. Take care, mate. Good night. That's so funny you should say that, Evil. Watch this space for cane toppers. Yes. Rig said, I think the Italian Brens are a bit cheaper. I had an old spec MG53 and like an idiot before they were changed, swapped it for a DX Chinese paratrooper AK. The title said goodnight. Well, Mother said I'd like to see the Cold Steel RPG in future competition. I'll do that. I'll tell you what I'll do, Mother. I'll tell you what I'll fucking well do. Don't let me forget this. I'll have a little practice to that, and I'll challenge Adam to a fucking competition. He'll batter me, but you know that'll be a good little fucking yeah. I'll challenge Adam to a throwing competition with it. Do not let me forget that. Got spotted mini cannon now. That sounds like fun. My luck, I'll blow up my shed. Yeah, I'll challenge Adam to a little competition, and I'm sure he'd join in. Yeah, maybe I can organise for him to we both put the video on ourselves. So I'll make a video, or he can make a video. Yeah, and we can. Yeah, I could feature on his, he could feature on mine. I'll do that sometime later on in the year, mate. False said some nice red stand from the UK South Coast would look good. Yes, it would. It would. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'll challenge Adam Sheldon to an RPG throw off. Good night, Tactical. Sorry, I nearly missed you there, mate. I was too busy getting into the idea of having a throwing competition with Adam. Good night, mate. Hope you feel better tomorrow or soon. But that's it, Evil. If we make it down there on our trip, I'll aim to bring enough home to make a couple of things. Yes. Don't say about it. How come I can't see Metallic's post? Is she on dark mode or something? Ah, it's because Riggs. Are you watching that way? Riggs, if you can't see how many fingers I'm holding up, you're on the wrong stream. Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up? Don't know what telling. You need to get onto the widescreen one. But to do that, you'll have to actually go off of this and go onto the other one. You know Adam will win, right? Of course I do. That's what I said. He'll batter me. I know he'll win. I'm not bothered about losing. That don't bother me. Yeah. However, he might not win. He might not win. I might be so good at that. I might be a world record holder. How do you know? Good night, Timbo. See you later, mate. The fact that it's because I'm on the proper stream, not the poser stream. Ronnie Bob said, don't know if you saw, but they tested the cannons at St. Michael's Mount last week. No, I didn't see that. No. Sounds interesting. Mum said, I forgot to mention I bought 2 Cold Steel GI Tantos, one for the wall and one for the abuse throwing. Nice. Yeah. Dumble said 2, but I see the shadow. Lol. Yeah, no, I know Adam will win. That don't bother me. It's more just about having Adam Sheldon on my channel. That'd be an interesting thing, and hopefully that'll bring in some more subscribers. Yeah. 2, but I see the shadows. Could you really? You could. Well, I had both hands up. So I had 4. Yeah. Hey, I said, I swapped over. I can see you all now. Yes, because I do. YouTube allows you to do 2 different streams, and it enables you to get more views, but it don't always work. Ninja Man said, Mike, I have 2 career 707 rifles. They are total air rifles. I don't know about them ones. I don't think. I probably do, Ninja Man, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Let me look at that. Okay, now. I meant to bloody message Jim tonight because I need to ask him if he wants to go straight to the thing tomorrow. Oh, yes, I remember those. Yes, I nearly bought one of those years ago. Yes. What kind of? Because you can get those in like very high power, can't you, on a firearms license? Because in one of the in one of the catalogs I used to buy, they used to get sent. They used to do those in like 9mm. Yeah. Does it? Oh, no, Evil said also splits the viewers and confuses people. It does, but that's why I read all the comments out. So at least if you're not seeing them, Reese, at least you didn't do the wanker gesture, I suppose. I missed a trick there. Yes. Yeah, I've just got up a picture of those Create 707s. I remember those. Yeah. Mine's at 12 foot-pounds, but it can go up to 90. Yeah, that's it. I remember the catalogue I had. Yeah, it would go very high power, and you get like a 9mm version. Yeah, yeah, I remember them. I always wanted one, but to be honest, I wanted the fucking £90 one. I couldn't. I nearly once, I would have been breaking the law, but I nearly once tried to buy a fucking one of the catalogues that I used to get sent. Suddenly started putting a single 410 shotgun in it for some reason. It was like an air rifle thing. So this is a clip for Ninja.
I know what kind of man you are.
I nearly tried to buy this 410 shotgun because I was convinced that they'd like put it in there as an accident and they wouldn't ask you for for a firearms, shotgun license. But I never did. I wouldn't have got it anyway. Dumbo Sobo said, I saw an elderly lady got shot with an air rifle. Let's hope they don't change legislation. Yeah. I don't know. I hope not. Yeah, and poor old lady, but yeah. I don't know. I imagine there's a fair few fucking air rifle shootings because, you don't have air rifle deaths very often, do you? They used them in South Korea to shoot monkeys. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I remember them. They're nice guns. Half of which are probably accidents, yeah. Evil said, he's the kind of man that makes Weetabix with water. That's me, that is. That's me. I tried making some fucking... It was a mix of cornflakes and Weetabix the other day with a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of milk. And then I put water in it. And then I got one of those fucking squash squeezy things. Because sometimes they work. You put the strawberry one in. It's really nice. It was mango, passion fruit, and something else, a peach. And I squirted it in there and it made all the milk fucking curdle. He was in a diabolical. I still ate it all though. The man said I have the long rifle version and the smaller, shorter version. Yeah, I always fancied the look of those rifles, but I think that was a bit too much for me. And yeah, because this was years ago. I bet you've had that. How long you had that? Because when I used to look at those catalogues, that was easily 25 years ago. That was easily 25 years ago, I think, when I used to look at them, or maybe 20 a while ago though. But said I accidentally hit a neighbour's dickhead teenage son on a rebound with an air rifle once. Yeah, it can easily be done. The shot was an accident. You hit the washing line pile, fuck's sake. Yeah. I told you about what I saw my neighbours doing once, didn't I? So this is the ones on that side. No, I get on with my neighbours. I like all my neighbours. And I remember hearing someone shooting an air pistol. And I looked out the window, and it was my mate Charlie Boy when he was going out with Louise next door. They're a fair bit younger than me. They're at least like 15 years younger than me. So I was probably about 30 at the time. They was about 15. Right? Looked out my window, and I could see Louise with this automatic CO2 pistol shooting at a piece of paper hanging off a branch on basically the thinnest fucking hedge you could get. So guaranteed, absolute guaranteed, all of those pellets was going straight into the garden behind. Thank fuck the fucking people there didn't go out to fucking do their washing. Because she definitely would have shot them. Yeah. She probably didn't even give a fuck though. Oh god. Ninja Man said, I'm one of 2 people in the country that can service them. Oh, fucking hell. That was mental. And do you like do that? Do people come to get them done? Yeah, because I was going to say, especially if they, I don't know if even they still make them now. Sam says, sadly, most air guns in the UK are comically under the legal power limit. Yeah, well, you do have to research them if you do want one to actually be able to sort of hunt small game with. I need to fix both of mine. I'm saying that Jim had mentioned that he would fix mine for me. If I bought the bits, he'd fix them for me. This was when my hands was completely fucked. I reckon I could do it myself now. And I know I can do it. I know how to do it. But I didn't know whether I could physically do it or not at the time, but I probably could now. So yeah, I've got 2 air rifles I need to fix. So we won't be doing any air rifle shooting tomorrow. I think we'll get the Sobek out and the Tri-Strike. That'll be enough. But yeah, I was tempted to buy. See, if I'd had the money, my plan was to tomorrow go and buy a new air rifle. But I ended up. See, I had an alright amount of money come in through Google ads, but I can't remember. I had to spend some of it on something. That was my tooth. I had to have a tooth took out. So that I had to spend some of it on that, and then my mum needed some money, so I just give it her because if she asked for money, I'm gonna give it her. I lent it her, but she can't pay me back for a fucking year. So yeah. So yeah, I ain't got the money, but my plan was to go and buy an air rifle tomorrow. But I ain't got the money now. That's all right. It'd be nice to just go out and spend a bit of time with Jim and then do a bit of crossbow shooting. But I'll still go to the shop, and I've got a little bit of money. I might be able to buy something in there. It depends, anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, my plan was to buy an air rifle tomorrow. But I shan't be anymore. So what are you lot all up to? Oh, mother, I'm not sure. I was going to go and have a look. I hadn't any idea what I was going to buy. I was going to go and have a look, and as long as it was close to 12 foot-pound, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Brinks. I hadn't really decided. Let me just catch up with some of these comments. Fool said, when I was 6 years old, my older sister was climbing over into the garden target range our dad told her to keep clear of. Before anyone saw her, I shot at the 3-in-1 caliber and it bounced off into her leg, for fuck's sake. Cornish Bob said, is it worth cleaning the barrel of an air rifle? I was going to get some of them cleaning pellet things, which look like roller filters. I've got some of them. I've heard people say don't bother cleaning the inside of your air rifle barrel, ever. Well, I do. Hello, Brinks. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to go and have a look. I fancied getting something with a synthetic stock because I've got a load of nice wooden ones. Ninja Man said, no, you can't get them in the country anymore because most of them are being tuned to FSC license, and once you've tuned them into a firearm certificate, you can't turn them back. Fair enough. Rick said, Mike, that is so sweet that you gave your mum some money, knowing it was a write-off. Yeah, exactly. Cole said, I didn't get into trouble, but she spent a few hours in hospital for them to get it out. Yeah, it's a write-off, Reese. Oh, Sam, thank you for that. That really does help, mate. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Sam's just donated a tenner. Sam, this one goes out to you, mate. And it's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
And also, while I'm here,
Are you not entertained?
fucking stroke crow. Tactical missed out on stroke crow. Ninja Man says sat in the power cut at the moment. been off for fire. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, now. Gary said, we have a gun shop in my hometown in Pudsey, West Yorkshire, called Henry Crank and Sons. I've got the Henry Crank fucking catalogue. Yes. It's about that. Sorry, I didn't expect to hear the name Henry Crank and Sons. Yes. I've bought stuff from Henry Crank. Yes. Thank you, Sam. You're a fucking legend. I really do appreciate that donation. Is it just you? Sorry, Ninja. Is it just you who's got a power cut, mate, or is it like your whole area? Spacey said, I need a nitro piston and fitted for a Benjamin trail. Yeah. Well, I'll do a video soon, Spacey, and I might be able to help you out. I don't know what kind of tools you got, but I'm going to have to make the rig to be able to take my spring out. Because you can make them yourself. You can make like a jig that you basically bolt the gun down to, push the pin out, and then you just turn a bolt, and then it gradually lets the spring out. Natalik said, bloody hell, Ninja, I feel lucky that my area hasn't been affected by any power cuts for several years. Mother said, Mike, do you think it's still possible getting an Armex crossbow? Yeah, you can still get them. Yeah, definitely. What, like the Armex Jaguar and that? Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah, you can get the Armex stuff still. Yeah, definitely. Jumbo Sabu said, I get them all the time. I forget to top my smart meter. Hopefully not expensive to replace or fix. No, exactly, Spacey. Beer or electric is a hard choice to make. But said, fuck smart meters. I'm trying to get my gas cut off, but it's proven to be rather complicated. Yeah, they won't let her. She doesn't want to have any gas because they keep charging her a standing fucking thing for it. Because she don't use it. Mother said, I'm talking about actual Armex stuff like the Tron and Tomcat. Maybe not, because I need to get hold of that bloke. See, the bloke who bought the rights to the the Armex stuff, he messaged me, because this is the thing, I get this a lot, and I don't know why it always falls through, but I get it a lot. I had the bloke who bought the rights to the Armex stuff. He bought the rights and had all the Trons and Tomcat 2s and all that, and the rights to sell them. He contacted me about sponsoring me to sell them, sponsoring me for the Armex stuff, and then nothing ever happened. There was a bloke recently from crossbows.co.uk who said he'd sponsor the channel, and then just stopped messaging. I don't know. But go for PCP, mate. I'll probably go Springer, to be honest. Yeah, Mother, I'll look into it. I'll see, because I did used to talk to him. Would you ever collaborate on a live show with WeaponCollector? Yeah, definitely. I messaged him the other day, Sam. Not messaged him on a live stream the other day. I mentioned to Liam about coming around my house. Yeah, because I know he gets coaches places now. So yeah, he might actually come around here. If not, maybe I'll mention to him in the day when he does a daytime live stream to do it on StreamYard, and we can do a split stream. We can both potentially stream at the same time. Yeah. Let me write that down. Split screen stream. I'd do that, because often about the time he's streaming, I'm not doing anything. Our 70 hours is down. As Alex said, some 30, I don't know what that is, Metallic, stand in charge. yeah, Liam's been around here a few times. Riggs, not Riggs, Jumbo Sabu, fucking hell. Not Jumbo Sabu. Yeah, I don't know. Mother. Fucking hell. Dumble's elbow said, I prefer a break barrel pistol, fucking not pistol, Springer, due to the recoil. Makes them feel more like a proper firearm. Ninja Man said, reality. No, tell him that you want the meter taken out. And the wall charger. I've done that. I've been for 10 years. Yeah, she's been ringing them up and they've been saying, oh no, can't do that. And that's what I thought about PCP for a while. But they're a lot of effort compared to brake barrel. Yeah, the only reason I'd get a brake barrel is because of the issue of either pumping them up or getting bottles filled, which is, I'd pump it up. But I'd have to buy a pump as well because there's no point in me getting refillable stuff because the whole point of me getting an air rifle is I don't want to have to keep going places. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've written that down, Sam. I'll see if I can do a live stream with Liam. So we're both on screen and so he can be live streaming on his channel with me as a guest, and I can be live streaming on my channel with him as a guest at the same time. There must be a way to do that. I don't know how, but there must be. Christ, my hearing aid's fucking running out of battery. It's made a horrible sound in my ear. Ninja Man said, just tell them the gas company that you want the meter taken completely out, then you will not get the standing charge. Close Bob said, could you refill a PCP air rifle using a mini compressor? You know what? I'm not sure. If you could, we've got compressors here. We've got compressors here, a couple of them. I don't know. Because I never had one and I never looked into it, really. Sam said that would be cool. Hopefully you'll be able to let your subscribers know in advance so as not to miss it. Yes. Well, what I'll do then, is I'll message him about it and I'll see if we can organise a day to do it. I think that'd be pretty cool. And again, that's an opportunity for us both to gain subscribers. So I'm just getting a new battery for my hearing aid. It keeps fucking beeping in my ear. I don't need it on at the minute, but it's so deaf at the minute. It feels like my fucking head's underwater. So I can't hear without that. Spacey said there are new compressors for PCP. Nice. Yeah, you are right. PCP is faster to reload and all that, and faster to shoot. Jumble Sale Boost, I never understood why people would pay $1,000 up for an air rifle, which is the same price as a £60 one. Very true. Spacey said, but I don't have any knowledge of them. Fair enough, mate. Full said dog wants out, and I'm going to make a coffee. Full still here, though. All right, Evil, yeah. Well, you're going to walk the dog, are you? Have a nice... enjoy your coffee. Lee, how you doing, mate? You all right? Oh, and the accuracy brinks. Yeah, they are lovely PCPs. Ninja Man said, if you're using a PCP air rifle, you need a special compressor that doesn't need water vapor in. That doesn't put water vapor in and has to be compressed at 3,500 psi. You're better off with Darth versus Bottle getting it refilled. Yeah. College Bob said, I got a mini compressor that my airbrush. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But no, I'll be honest with you, I'll probably go Springer anyway. I like Springers. It's less shit that I have to bother with in general if I get a Springer. Full said, can't you get a USB rechargeable hearing aid? Evil just letting the dog out. Oh, she only letting him out. Potentially, Full. I've never really looked into it because the one I've got's an NHS one. It's a good one. The batteries last about 2 weeks. But yeah, you probably could if you bought one. Because these aren't like cheap. This is I think it's still about a 200, 300 quid hearing aid. But yeah, you get them for free on the NHS. And I can connect it to my phone and that. But also the batteries are free. So don't, apart from the batteries running out, yeah, you get your batteries for free anyway. As I quite like that. All of the stuff involved with a hearing aid, no matter if you're, you know, because I'm not on the dole or anything, it's not because of that. Yeah, all of your hearing aid stuff's free. So the tubes are free, the batteries are free, the maintenance is free, and even if you break it, they'll replace it for free, as long as you don't keep breaking them. They said, you know. Yeah. But yeah, you probably could. I am looking into getting a backup one for this year for occasions like now when I can't hear a fucking thing. But the problem is, cheap hearing aids are really, really fucking uncomfortable. This one, because they actually mold it properly to your ear and your ear canal, I often can't even tell I've got it in. You put a fucking cheap one in your ear, you know you've got that bastard in your ear. It feels like there's a stick in your ear the whole time. That's why if you buy like cheap hearing aids for old people, that's why they won't wear them. They're fucking horrible. Cheap ones. Cheap hearing aids, they are fucking horrible. They're really uncomfortable. You pull them out your ear, it makes your ear pop because it's created the suction effect. Whereas this one, it has a hole so that air can get in and stuff like that. Yeah. BCP are quieter than Springers, yeah, exactly. Cornish Bob said, I've got a manual pump which is handy to carry around. If I did get a PCP, I'd probably just get a hand pump, yeah. Ninja Man said it has a specialised compressor that doesn't give out moisture, otherwise the gun would then go rotten and rusty. Yeah, that's true, mate, yeah. Vol said, good quality hands-free stereo headset and a hearing phone app to use the phone's mic. Well, let me just show you something. Weirdly enough, I did that. That's exactly what I got yesterday. I've got an app to do exactly that, Fallen Hill, because I was thinking about using my Bluetooth headset and then use my phone with an app that basically does hearing app, and then the phone takes in all the sound and puts it into my ears. Yeah, I'm going to try that. So I put that on last night at about whenever I went to bed. I can't remember. Yeah. So I'm going to give that a go for when I'm really deaf. It would help when I'm talking to Metallic. It wouldn't really help walking around, but yeah, I think that would help certain situations. Connors Bob said, well, there's water trap on my compressor. But that's what OSEs get if they don't go to the doctors to get to a new one. I wasn't referring to you and Melanie, by the way, my queen. It's just that was just what popped into my head. Yes, true. Yes, no, you tried to help. As I said, would definitely be good for story time because the phone is very glitchy. Yeah, well, I'd still have to have you say on my. This is the thing. I'd still have to have you on my computer, talking to me through my speakers, and then my phone app would take that sound and then put it into my headset. So, but in that case, I could just put the earphones on. I don't know. To the computer, can I? Fucking hell, yeah. Ninja Man said I have a Springer BSA 0.25. Luckily, this one is at 12. I've never had a 0.25 air rifle. The pellets look massive compared to 2.2s, don't they? They're not, but they look it. But then the 177 looks tiny at 2.2. Sam said, other than obvious content, do you have any theme to your collection? For example, would you ever purchase something from the airsoft category? I do have a couple of it, so you can't see them at the minute because I've monetized the live stream, so I've had to cover them up. Yeah, I've got a few airsofts. I've got an airsoft Spaz 12, my favourite name for any gun. Franchi Spaz 12. I've got a BB AR-15, I think, and a BB Smith & Wesson pistol. Yeah, I've got a few airsoft stuff. Anything I like the look of, really. It's more about money nowadays. I haven't bought any guns for ages. I tend to make more stuff nowadays. I bought a couple of crossbows, but yeah, and knives. I don't even bother buying knives anymore. I just see something I like and make a version. Brink said, stirrup pump on 65cc PCP tank doesn't take long to pump, and you'll get 50 odd shots. Probably same effort to pull a Springer 50 times. Well, there you go, mate. Yeah, exactly. It's actually, yeah, like that. It sounds a bit redundant. Yeah, I was thinking about what I was saying, and I thought, actually, yeah, it wouldn't work. And then the man said, what did you say, Mike? Couldn't hear you. If I ever fall for that, you know I'm seriously ill. So Sam said, Nick, was you Sammy Davidson then? I wonder if BSA is still made in Birmingham. I don't know. I love my BSA air rifle. I need to fix it. It fucking broke. I lent my BSA air rifle to my brother-in-law. Came back broken. I thought, okay, that must have just been a coincidence, a one-off thing. Lent in my Webley a week later, and it came home broken. I don't think it was on purpose. I think the thing is, it weren't on purpose. It obviously wasn't on purpose, and I don't think it was even his own ignorance. I think it was pure coincidence, because both of them are, both of those guns are at least 20 years old, 25 years old. They hadn't been shot for ages, and it was very, very cold. So I reckon something's happened between the time he's took them in his van to work and to the time he shot them. I don't know if the cold has made the something inside fuck up, but you know, like the metal's constricted, and then it's. But yeah, basically both of the ends of the pistons have come off the spring. And I'll tell you how I know, because if you shoot them, no air comes out. And then if you stick a piece of metal in the hole where the air should come out, it's blocked by the end of the fucking piston. Nick said, shouting at me, the high-end BSA guns are still made in... You had your caps the wrong way around, didn't you? I fucking hate that. Talking of crossbows, what's the Revo 7 pistol crossbow like for shooting? Did you just do a review, Mike, on it? Yes. The Revo 7's really nice. Very expensive, though, I think. About 400 quid in it, but it's lovely. Dennis, how you doing? He said, I actually owned a real Francie Spouse 12 back in the day, but sold it and bought a Benelli M1 Super 90. Much better weapon and considerably lighter. Now, yeah, I'll tell you why I liked the Spouse 12, Dennis. I always found it looked really modern and futuristic sort of thing. Ninja Man said, if you've got a Samsung, you can do that with the accessibility options that I have, and it works great. Cheers, mate. Now I've got a Motorola. That's why I got that app, because I was looking into this. Weird, I was looking into it last night. In fact, it enroll yourself in BSA and build a plastic model airplane. Be a nobody, just like me. No, he's throwback. No, I don't know that one. That's gone over my head. BSA compressor is made in China with the BSA logo on it. No, I can't remember that. Metallic. No. Well, I've got a BSA. So I've got a BSA Mercury, a BSA Meteor, and a BSA Lightning. The Mercury I bought second hand for about 30 quid, and I've cleaned that up and put a new spring in it. Still needs a new seal though, I think there's something wrong. I don't think the barrel shuts properly. The BSA Lightning I bought for my 19th birthday or 20th birthday, which is why it doesn't piss me off that it's broken, but that's why I want to fix it, because otherwise, you know, it's just sentimental. And the BSA Meteor is my younger brother's. So to tell the truth, you prefer the Spaz 12 because it allows you to say Spads without pissing people, people telling you off. You're exactly right, my friend. Of course it is. That's why it's my favourite word. That's what's my favourite name for a gun. Spaz 12. Then said I bought it after the Terminator, and it definitely had the cool factor going. Yes. Do you know what? Do you know what I saw that I really liked the Spaz 12? Halloween 4 or Halloween 5, when the policeman's shooting. He's shooting Michael Myers with fucking Spaz 12 on full auto. Great scene. As I said, I know what kind of man you are. Go and play it.
I know what kind of man you are.
You certainly do. Spaz lover. I love a good Spaz. Yeah, Spaz 12 is a good gun. Good gun. Yeah. I forget Terminator. Fucking holding it like a pistol, shooting people. So, did I ask you all what you're up to tomorrow? Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. Give it a. If you're on a phone, you can just double tap the screen. I think depends. Most people aren't watching it like that way now. They're watching it that way. Yeah, so I'll be going to the surplus shop with Jim. Maybe doing a bit of shooting in the garden. Oh yeah, sorry. Eva was given a scrap BSA Scorpion pistol a few years back. I rebuilt the trigger assembly and put new cocking arms on. Need new pistons, spring, and seals to finish it. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one full. Yeah, sorry. It's where I'm scrolling up and down. I reckon I sometimes miss yours. Not just yours, but you know. Dennis said I could barely carry the thing in 2 hands. Yeah, I've never held a Spaz in my hands, so I don't know how heavy they are. But yeah. I've never lifted a Spaz 12. So I'm going to stop now. Are they heavy, are they? This is the sheath I made for a cookery recently. There'll be a video coming on Sunday for the whole entire... Yeah, £9, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that is fucking heavy for a gun. Depends what kind of Spaz it is. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, £9 for a gun's a fucking lot, actually. That's like 3 of my BSA Lightnings, and air rifles are quite heavy. With that said, I think you have, Mike, then blamed a non-existent raccoon for falling over. No, I wouldn't say that, my friend. The raccoon was real. Paul said I have. No, Eva said I have. They made quite a bit. Yeah. And I think you'll find you was called a spacker. No, you weren't. You was riding the Spackermobile. Sorry. Let's get off this line of talk, shall we? The times of the scars are real, the raccoon left side. Yeah, have I still got my elbow scars? Or have they finally gone? I thought they'd be permanent. You know, that on my arm? Are you going out for something to eat? Are you, Gary, at the pub? Nice. I want to stay there all day. Nice, don't blame me. Then I said, that is a nice sheath. Looks like the old cold steel sheaths that came with the Japanese made. Oh, thank you. Yeah. This has got an elastic bit on it, so it is self-opening. So you just press that. Flicks up. It's just got some elastic on the back of it. Full said, no, Eva said I was only 8 at the time. Spazmobile. Right, where are we? Yeah, cheers, Dennis. Yeah, it's a long video. It'll be like 35-minute long premiere. what I might do is make a shorter version. Got 35 minutes, a bit long, isn't it? But as I say, it's like a full tutorial of everything you'd need to know to make one. It's fucking boiling in here. That is going to a new home eventually. The type said it's my daughter's 31st birthday tomorrow. She wants to go for scones at the tea shop. That's my day tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, hope you have a nice time out, my queen. And your daughter. Hope she has a nice birthday. I shall say happy birthday to her at some point online. Yeah, I nearly said I don't know what I'm up to tomorrow. Of course I do. Fucking hell. I know what I'm up to tomorrow. I won't be cutting my hair. I wanted to cut my hair tonight, but too late. That's about. She likes flowers. I'm so chuffed with them. Yeah, they're brilliant. They are brilliant now. Tell them what you did, my queen. Ninja Man said I also have a hats and Hatsan, yes. A 10-shot rifle PCP, and it looks like the shotguns they make. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I like that. So that's the thing I like, Ninja Man. You'll probably notice this with any of the air rifles I buy myself. I like my air rifles to look more like a proper rifle, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is, you know, sometimes when you get air rifles, the sort of breech is sticking out. And you can distinguish it's an air rifle if you can see that breech bit. I like the breech to be hidden, so it looks more like a rifle, you know, like a bullet rifle. Yeah. Evil said, hope you and your daughter have a great day, Metallic. Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? She made paper money flowers and just paper ones. A new craft to me. Mike can show you pictures. I can't be asked to explain. Yeah, I have got pictures. My favourite tank, I don't know. Maybe a fish tank. Maybe no. My favourite tank would be the water tank that goes above a toilet, but not the ones that go on the back. The ones that actually are up high that have a chain in it. That's my favourite tank. I'm joking. Matart says she wants money towards the wedding expenses. Yeah, that's my favourite tank, Mother. Toilet system tank. Oh, I've probably got them actually on my phone, and hang on. Not the tank on that gun from Shrewsbury. Oh, the one that you can make tea from. The one that you asked if you can make tea. And he looked at you like it was a stupid question. Because I didn't think that was a stupid question in the fucking slightest. He did, though. Right. So those are paper flowers. And those main top ones, the three top ones, are actually made of money. It's like, oh, I'll let Metallic tell you how much money the spaz tank. There you go. Yes, Ava said my favourite tank is the one housing my toads. Yeah, there you go. There you go. My favourite tank, Thomas the Tank. Oh, Christ. Yeah, Bellend calls himself English. Oh, that bloke, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he looked at you like that was a stupid question. Well, like you were saying, can I have a cup of tea out of it? But what you were saying is, in theory, if that tank was cleaned out and clean inside, could you shoot that gun and then, when it gets red hot, pour the water into a fucking cup and have a cup of tea with it? I think that's a perfectly good, valid question. This was a water-cooled gun. You know, and I don't know what it was, you know, them Vickers guns or whatever, I don't know. And it was a water-cooled barrel. Yeah, if that was clean inside, you definitely could. It's just a concealed tank, isn't it? Yeah, he looked at you like he was asking a very strange question. And it probably was metallic. It was probably like what happened for me at Garth Marenghi's thing. You asked him a question he weren't expecting and has probably never heard. Because when I asked Garth Marenghi what booze he drank, I could tell genuinely no one had ever asked that question. He had to stop in his tracks and have a proper good think. But Thomas is a tank engine, yes. They could have done. Yeah, exactly. They could have done, yeah. It wasn't. She wasn't asking, like, do they or will you? But yeah, in theory, yes, you could have done. But couldn't you, please? Definitely. Yeah, you definitely could have. Yeah, definitely could have. If it was cleaned inside, I don't know what it'd be like inside that. But it's a sealed case, isn't it? Metallic said there's £5 flour, a £10 flour, and a £20 flour that took 300 quid in total to make. Glad I changed my mind about making my £50 notes. Yes, they're to go towards their daughter's wedding. Yeah, he said the water wouldn't be possible. Yeah, that's only because the inside of that tank's probably dirty. But in theory, there's nothing. If you could guarantee that was clean inside. Thomas the Tank Engine was a great show to watch as a kid. Yes, however, if you want to watch real Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, I'm gonna have to Google this now. Paul's vids. Bastard, sorry, I can't talk quick enough. Paul's vids, Thomas the Tank Engine. Paul's vids, Thomas the Tank Engine. Piss off. Right, if you like Thomas the Tank Engine stuff and you like to have nightmares, go and watch Paul's vids. Shed 17. Fucking mental. It's like horror. It's actually proper Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, essentially. There's horror. So look up, I think the main video is Shed 17. Yeah, okay, let me get Shed 17 up for you. Hang on. Someone go and watch this. It's great. Shed 17. It's like a horror Thomas the Tank Engine. It is horror Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, it's a story of what would happen if Thomas the Tank Engine had like a human body inside like the tank and the face was actually of a person. Top Stevie and Rosie and Jim were my favourite. Yes. Yeah, that was good, they were. Pete said, men getting blown up. Don't think they would give a shit. I don't know if they would have added milk and two sugars, though. But I said, because they were putting dirty water in it, had there been a woman in the trenches, they wouldn't have been allowed to put manky water in them. Exactly. Fall on the Hill said most British armoured tanks come from boiler built in to make cups of tea. Why not have the same feature on a gun? Exactly, Fall, exactly. Makes total sense, doesn't it? So, thanks for the Tots TV. My daughter couldn't count to 10. Could count to 10 in French before she could in English. Oh, Heart Attack. You know what? Now that's bringing back memories. Neil Buchanan. Was it Neil Buchanan? Yeah, it was great. He was. Yeah, or was that, or is it Tony Hart? I can't. Is Heart Attack? Which one's which? They was both good. Ronnie Bob said, I got to go, Mike. I'll see if I can get out and sort out the garden for some shooting, and I'll sort out a video for you. Definitely, mate. Definitely. Good night, Cornish Bob. Take care, mate. See you soon. Yeah, I used to like Neil Buchanan. It's like Cat's Eyes and Come Outside were a must for Little too. Yeah, good night, College Bob. Yeah, I like Neil Buchanan. There's a lot of good memories from like TV back in the day. Yeah, check out Shed 17 if you want some nightmares. It's fucking good though. Alright, where are we? Abel said, I still get the theme song for Come Outside stuck in my head sometimes. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, but you know, the back in them days. Yeah. Bunny, how you doing? So I ordered 2 Shadow Dancer katanas. Nice. Nice. Did that set you back a lot? Gary said even Winnie the Pooh and Popeye the Sailor Man or Slayer Man both have been turned into horror films. They're on the tube. Are they any good, Gary? I've seen that they exist, but I've never watched them. Oh yeah, Pippin, yeah, even Pippin, yeah. I've seen the Winnie the Pooh and the Popeye. I've seen that they exist. I haven't watched them. Go Bunch had ordered a Shadow Dancer Modern Tactical 5160 and Dojo Tyrannosaurus. Nice. You must have a hell of a collection, Coban. Do you have any videos of them, Coban? What was I going to say? Yeah, Pengu. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're making a lot of horror. They did like a Mickey Mouse horror film as well recently, didn't they? I've not seen any of them. Oh, I did watch quite a good film. I forgot to mention this to you last night. Craig Bunny said, I have videos on my stuff. I'm like, oh, nice. I'll check it out sometime then. I can't on StreamYard, though. Can't open the link. I watched a film called Together, which, if you like body horror, yeah, it's well worth watching. It's a fucking British gas hold music will be haunting me for several days after today. I've not seen Paddington films, but the hold music sounded like it should be in them. Cobunny said, I've got the best tactical swords collection on YouTube. Nice. Mark, how you doing, mate? He said, Abigail on Netflix. Yeah, I watched that with Metallic. Yeah, that's a good film, isn't it? Yeah, it's good fun, that. Yeah, watch, so Together is on Amazon Prime at the minute. I think it's just on, it's on Amazon. Go ahead, not too bad, Mike. Have you seen Human Centipede 1, 2, and 3? First, yeah, I have. The Human Centipede films are worth watching. Yeah, there's a Human Centipede 3. It's probably the worst one of the lot, as in not the best. I think the most disgusting one's the second one. They obviously had more budget for the third one, but yeah, I've seen them all. It's set in a prison, Metallic. It's set in a prison. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that one. This is news to me. Yeah, it's quite old. I just subscribed to your Bunny. Put it on the list, all right. Oh, yeah, very cool, mate. Yes, nice to see. Yes. I'll sub to you, mate. I'll have a proper look now. Nice, that looks good stuff. Yeah, you got some nice tantos there. Look at them beauties. The talent doesn't like tantos. Oh, God. Right. Oh, so we need to... I'll tell you what we'll do, Metallic. We'll watch all of them. I'll see if I can get hold of... I'll see if I can find us a place to watch... Oh, fuck, I can't remember what it's called. I'll find us a place to watch... Human Centipede 3 and we'll watch all of them. I don't know Kipper the dog. No, I can't remember Kipper the dog. Full said they should totally make a Garbage Pail Kids horror. No, they have. There is a film of it, Full. It was made in the 80s, yes. I've never seen it. I even had it downloaded and didn't get a chance to watch it, but there is a Garbage Pail Kids movie. Let me do you mean like another one? Garbage Pail Kids the movie. Garbage Pail Kids the movie. Yeah, 1987 they made that. I used to love the Garbage Pail Kids. I had a door full of stickers. Mother said, Mike, can you make throwing videos of your Cold Steel Gigante? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that, mate. I'll just print it down. The theme to that earworms me often. Ninja Man said Charlton and the Wheelies. No, that one I can't remember. No, and the Dragon, no. Mark said anti-scald boiling holder advert. Something I still don't need. Sorry, mate. Clay Bunny said I got Lynn Thompson prototype Magnum Tanto 12 and his Gurkha cookery. Nice. Oh, did you see this? Clay Bunny. Was you on when I showed that earlier? That's in my battery's likely to die before the stream ends. Okay. Oh no, I've never seen it, Phil, so I don't know. Oh, that wasn't a horror then. I was going to say I've not actually seen it. Fair enough. Oh, so you mean an actual horror, yeah? Shaggy Aggie and Russ Puss, yes. So I made the sheaf recently. Are you watching? Yeah, you're watching like normal stream, aren't you? This was a cleaned up. Yeah, I think it is a proper Nepalese. Sorry, Tanto. Fucking Tanto cookery. But I don't know. I've put an elasticated strap here so it opens itself so you can get it out a bit easier. So this was completely covered in rust when I got it. So I've given it quite a good clean up. Yeah. So it was a job really. So it was yeah, I think it looks genuine. It was to clean it up and make a sheath for it. And then the person will pay me for it. There you go, Steve. There's your cookery, mate. Yeah, quite nice, isn't it? Evil said I had to endure tweenies and thimbles as a tween. Yeah. Mother said to Code Bunny, I bought 14 Cold Steel RPGs from the guy who designed them for Cold Steel and gave some to different YouTubers. Mike is one of them. Yes, I'm gonna ask Adam Saladian for a RPG throw off. Code Bunny said I daily carry a Raja 2 folding cookery by Demco. Nice. Nice. Fairly Odd Parents and My Parents Are Aliens. Yes. I remember My Parents Are Aliens. I'll tell you what I used to really like. Round the Twist. Now that was a fucking good program. Yes. Get that in your brain. How do I message Adam? I'm pretty sure I've got him his email. I might be able to get him other places. Guys, so check out the guy with the eye patch on YouTube. He has a channel called Ghost Pirate Entertainment. All things horror, Mike, on the latest horror. All right, thank you, Guy. I'll do that. I'll go and sub him now quickly. Ghost Pirate Entertainment. Ghost Pirate Entertainment. Ghost Pirate Entertainment. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I do love a bit of horror. Yeah, so Together. That's pretty good. Kobani said that's cool. Only throwing knife I have is holdout. That said, my daughter still loves Phineas and Ferb. Got her son into them. Paul said, gotta love Scooby-Doo. You have gotta love Scooby-Doo. 13th Warrior on TV at the moment. Nice one, Mark. Oh, Mark, my hand's like better now. So at some point, if it was you, just need to check. Was it you who was after the pry bar, or was it someone else? But I should be able to do that now. I always was going to do it, but it'll be a bit more easier now. Mother said it might not have been you. It might have been the other Mark. It might have been the other Mark. Oh, it was you. I can't see it in a minute. Yeah. All right. That will be getting done at some point now. Mother said, Adam is always available on Facebook, Mike. I remember I found your private Facebook, but couldn't add you. Yeah, well, I don't add anyone from YouTube or anything. I can't add them to my actual proper private Facebook. I could probably add you. The problem is there's too many people who are friends. It's what it is. Instagram is connected to your Facebook. So I've been following people on Facebook. Now I'm getting recommendations for people. They're real accounts on Facebook now, and that's what I didn't want. I don't want all my details being out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's okay. You can get me anywhere else anyway, can't you? They're a bit better now, Mark. He said, "Look after your hands first. I can wait." I know what to do now. I know just to rest them. So if I do a day's work, I just give it a week and then work again. So Ian, that's enough to let them recover. So I said I never was a fan of Phineas and Ferb. I don't reckon I've ever seen it. I know of it, I've never seen it. I preferred Foster Homes for Imaginary Friends. Mark said, "What's with the surplus shop? Which one?" I said, "I can't remember what it's fucking called now." It was the one that me and Jim went to before, but I cannot remember what it's called. I'll do a video of it. But yeah, me and Jim M are going to go to Jim wants to get a new pair of new boots, but he likes these army boots, so he gets these, surplus ones. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what the bloody shop's called now. I can't even remember where it is. All I know is he's picking me up tomorrow and we're going. Mum said, it's enough for Facebook to recommend you to add someone after they watched your profile. Yeah, well, what it is, as I say, so I might follow someone on Instagram who makes knives, and because their private account is connected to that, when I go onto my Facebook, I'm now getting recommendations for people who might not want me to know their full name and their Facebook account. I mean, I know, the account that made the knives, and then Slingshot Warrior said when they found out they might be trans, I can't support that lifestyle. I get recommendations for their actual real name Facebook on Facebook now because I follow them on Instagram. I get Peach comes up. You probably do. No, I don't follow you on there, do I? But yeah. So but what I mean is I don't want that happening with me. However, I have set my account so it shouldn't do that. Full said, and Evil said, my little sister was fond of dog and duck. God, that was shit. Yeah, a lot of these I can't remember. What about Alfonso Bonzo? There's a fucking name. Alfonso Bonzo. I don't know what the actual program was called. That'll bring back memories to people, and some it won't. Who was fucking hell. Need to stop doing that. I tell the fucking so what I just said, YouTube Google just searched that and it came up with fornication under consent of the king. What? Oh god, I've done it again. What program was Alfonso Bonzo in? It was Alfonso Bonzo. I thought it was natural. I thought it was just a character. Damn Facebook exposing stalkers. Exactly, Code Bunny. Exactly. Facebook recommended me to add the real Mick Blue porn star. I forgot his real name. Pete said my Insta should be gone now anyway. Shut it down years ago. Yeah, well, we might get recommended to each other on there for different reasons, Pete. But yeah. Spot the Dog was a good one. Super Ted. Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I got the fucking Alfonso Bonzo fucking tune stuck in my head now. Would you like me to play it so you can have it too? Kip and a Dog. They mentioned that, but I can't remember that one. Depends how old you are. See, you're quite a lot younger than me, Pete, so that might have been out when I was like 20 or something. Yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, I've got a love bit of Spider-Man. Get your own back. Now that rings a bell to me, yeah. Incredible Hulk, yeah. X-Men. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. We just shout. Anyone who's going to come on now is just going to hear us literally shouting at cartoons. I'm not just cartoons. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know. All those intro songs are badass. You want a real earworm? Listen to this. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this on the fucking. No, I better not do it. Oh no, I better not. If this weren't a monetized stream, I would have played you the theme tune to Alfonso Bonzo. Code Bunny said 90s cartoons is the main canon for Spider-Man, X-Men, and Batman. Ninja Man said, do you have an Instagram account, Mike, so I can send you some pictures? Yes, yeah, I do, Ninja Man. Let me get a link up for you. But if not, just search. Hang on. So I'll put a link on. You might be able to click it. You might be able to. So that's the link to my. It's also in the description of all my videos, I think. If not, search this. Hang on. You'll know it's me because you'll see like Knuckle Dusters on there and that. Yeah, if you search WeaponCollector Mike, one word. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, you can message me on there then. Shot a crossbow then. 18 years ago, a bunch of friends turned up to my place on acid. They wasn't listening to me and caused a disturbance. So I sat them all down and made them watch a full tape of Super Ted. That'd be fucking amazing. Oh, God. Order the cost bar. Get it tomorrow. Nice one. Dog Canyon and the Four Musker Hounds. Yes. Now you've got that stuck in my head. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Or yeah, is it Ninja Turtles or is it Hero Turtles? Wacky Races, yes. Digimon, yes. That was a Digimon character that had a spiked knuckle duster. Yeah, there was a Digimon character that had a spiked knuckle duster. Wacky Races, Pink Panther, yes. Yeah, so Ninja Man, yeah. Search either Weapon Collector Mike or when this finishes, look in the description of this video and there should be a link to my Instagram in it or on my channel. But yeah, Pink Panther singing that one now. Do you know what, Space? I loved Dogtanian as well. I did. I fucking loved Dogtanian. That was a great program. You know, I used to really like that. Oh, I'll tell you the other ones. The Raccoons. Was it called The Raccoons? I fucking loved that as well. And I think there was a film of the Raccoons, weren't there? And that was on at Christmas. And that was quite an emotional film. Was there a Raccoons film? There are several. No, a fucking piss taking bastard. There was the Raccoons and the Lost Star, maybe. Yeah, the Canadian animated television special featuring the characters from the Raccoons. It's probably that then. Yeah, I like the Raccoons. Pip the Mouse. No, I do remember Pip the Mouse. So you're a bit older than me, ain't you, Spacey, I think. So Spacey remembers some of the older ones. Pip the Mouse and fucking was that the mouse on the finger? What? No, it's Finger Mouse I'm thinking of. Wurzels, yes. What was the fucking pink cat? Bill and Ben the Flower Pot Men. Oh Christ. Evil said, just because the British government have an aneurysm at the word ninja doesn't make them any less Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna do a video about the Ninja Turtle, Hero Turtle thing one day. Yeah, Bagpuss, thank you, Mark. Gary said, the boy from space used to shit me up, especially the Fin Man, played by John Woodnut, and the boy and a space boy called Pete Pete. I'm not sure of that one, Gary. I don't know if I've seen that. Yeah, Bagpuss. And what was the bloke who used to go through the doors and do the different characters? There was another animated thing. These are all like very early 80s. Yeah, the Clangers. Yeah, and Button Moon. Fucking Button Moon was good. Thereafter, I can't remember the start. I nearly started singing that then. I nearly started singing. Now, that's proper nostalgia if you started making me sing fucking songs. Yeah, we're off to Button Moon. I can't remember the fucking words to it. Mr. Ben, thank you for. Yeah, the Moomins, that was good. The Moomins was great as well. Yeah. Fucking hell. There you go. We're doing literally what is classed as the laziest. If it was a radio show, this is supposed to be the laziest topic you can do. Childhood TV shows. I recall a cuckoo clock. Maybe the show was called Cuckoo. I don't know. Willow the Wisp. I remember that as well, Spacey. Poltron Sofran. Jesus. What was I going to look up? I don't know. I was going to look up Button Moon. Oh, no, Ninja Man. That's what I was just going to do. I just got a notification for that. I was just going to see if that's what it was. Yes. Right. Requests. Accept. Primary. There you go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a good way to get hold of me, Ninja Man. Probably the best way to get hold of me is Instagram for instant messenger. Because although I'm on Facebook, I barely ever check Facebook because I have to have 2 accounts on there. Whereas Instagram, I check, probably the first thing I check in the day is Instagram. And it's got a decent instant messenger on there that you can send videos and messages and pictures and all that, can't you? Yeah. Mark said, Willie the Wisp, right? It must have been on acid. Yes. Suppose they haven't meant. So it today or recently would have been Kenneth Williams's 100th birthday. I'm pretty sure he was in Willie the Wisp, wasn't he? I suppose they haven't mentioned that on the radio because I listen to Radio 4 a lot on Radio 4 Extra. Terrorhawks, fucking amazing. Yeah, Darcy and Muttley. Danger Mouse again was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, we're off to Button Moon, so follow Mr. Spoon. Button Moon, Button Moon, Button Moon. Yes, thank you. Thank you, yes. Yeah, Wombles. Yeah, Wombles was good. The Danger Mouse was good. When I had to get my glasses and I'd had my head shaved and I put on a pair of round glasses and Metallic said I looked like fucking I forgot it now and I was going to say it. Penfold. Looked like Penfold with round glasses on. Underground, overground, yeah, Wombling free, yeah. Fucking Wombles. It's nice to reminisce, isn't it? It's nice to reminisce. What about it's completely different now, but what about what about just laughing at spicy. What about why can't I remember any fucking thing? I hardly talk today. Not that it's the same thing, but we're talking about old cartoons. So Watership Down. Watership Down. If you've never seen Watership Down, go and watch it. It's a lovely, lovely, heartwarming story of rabbits. I get quite emotional listening to fucking so they're not listening, but watching and listening to Watership Down. They had a radio player of Watership Down on the other day, and I get quite emotional because it's a fucking good story. I like the bits with Bigwig and General Woundwort fighting. Fucking mental. Because that bastard, that's a rabbit that's prepared to have a fucking fight with a dog, and that's fucking mental. Yeah, and the only one who could even have a fucking chance with Woundwort is Bigwig. Bigwig nearly gets killed fighting Woundwort, General Woundwort, and then and then Woundwort as a fight with a dog, and then you never know whether he died or not. So Woundwort becomes like a story that they tell the youngsters that if you misbehave, General Woundwort will come and get you. Yeah, I love that. It's a really good story, all of it. Black Metal, how you doing, mate? That's Surf a minute. You're right, mate. Jungle Run is Jungle Run the thing where Keith Chegwin did a adult game show set in that same set, and they were completely naked. I'm sure it was that. Sheriff, I'm all right, mate. How are you? So sorry I'm on so late. I had the police at mine. Oh, what's that for, mate? Hope it weren't nothing bad. Yeah, fuck's sake, classic. Yeah, definitely. And it's Spacey. Yeah, definitely a hardcore movie. Yeah, Stingray, Thunderbirds, Captain Scar. I do remember them. Yeah. Cat Weasel and Words with Gummies. Now they bring back some proper good memories. Yeah. Pete, did you want to go on Jungle Run or Adult Jungle Run? Did Keith Chegwin go fully naked on the set of Jungle Run for an adult game show? Yeah, Naked Jungle. You ever seen that? Pete, go and watch Naked Jungle and you'll get to see Keith Chegwin's Todger. I had to see it, so should you. Gary said Watership Down has now been moved up to PG certificate. Chief Keith Chegwin did Naked Jungle in the year 2000. Yes. Yeah, thank you. I hadn't read your comment before I searched it. Thank you, Gary. Yeah. Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah, another one. My ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend is saying that I've been calling her boyfriend on private number. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, well, hopefully nothing will come of it and they'll fuck off. Hard fast, or was it soft? It had to be soft. It was on Channel 5, Peach. This was on Channel 5 at like probably 9 o'clock at night. All of the contestants was completely nude. So you got to see Chegger's cock, balls and pubes, the whole lot. And then I found what was always weird, that wasn't even the weird part. The weird part wasn't that there was naked. The weird part was they was naked and chose to do it on the set of a fucking kids' TV show. That was the weird bit. The cheap bastards couldn't be bothered to get their own set, so they chose to do it. I would have said no. If we're going to make this program and I've got to get my dick out, we're at least having a new set, not on a fucking kids' show. Wouldn't you? Makes sense to me. Evil said, I'll also pass it now. If anyone comes on a late night private live stream, I'll get Chegger's cock out for you. Alright. Oh, God. I spent forever searching for a bit of footage from Saturday TV. Get Fresh. My mate was on Pet's Corner with his ferrets. Oh, nice. Get Fresh. What was that? That weren't that. Get Fresh. What was that? Weren't that thing on late night TV, was it, where they used to cook, was it? What's that? Channel 5 used to show softcore porn films on the weekend. All nude in that link. Nice. It's educational, you see, Peach. You can show dicks. You can show dicks on YouTube if it's educational. Oh, I nearly thought of one. Oh, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of, Spacey. Why Don't You? Who remembers Why Don't You? No, I was thinking of a late night thing, Spacey. You saw it now, have you, Peach? Black Metal, he's lying. He just wants to make sure I don't show it him. Black Metal said, I provide that it wasn't me because he had to call me when the police were in front of me and they said to her boyfriend he's going to be very sorry for getting the police. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. Yeah, at least the bastards will, you're not going to get in trouble and they will for fucking talking shit. Yeah. Yeah, nice one, mate. My sister was in the background of an episode of the 90s video game show, Bad Influence. Yeah, I can't remember that one. Games Master. Nightmare, spelled with a K. Oh, Spacey, no, I looked it up. I do remember that now. Yeah. When I saw the picture, I can't remember seeing a lot of it, but I do know what that one was, yeah. Oh, you was looking to try and get a clip of it, yeah. Seraphim said, I really don't care, to be honest, with the mate, because he's a fanny. Exactly. And now, if it's a bit of a piss take, you haven't had the police around your house, isn't it? You ain't done nothing. Just try to decide when to go off. I really need to do some stuff tonight. But I might maybe I'll just get up early tomorrow and get some shit done. Yeah, it's all right. I'll be on till 12:30. I'll just get up reasonably early. He wants to war. I'll give him a war. Yes. I'll give him a war I'll never forget. Just make sure no one draws first blood. Or if make sure they draw first blood. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Ben, how you doing, Richard? How you doing, mate? How's your family and how's your hands been? They've been all right, mate. Both. Yeah, my hands at the minute. I'm learning now that when I work in the shed or something, I just need to basically, if I do something, I have a week's rest. So it means I can now get stuff done, and I don't fuck my hands up. Sooty, fucking hell, evil. I used to love Sooty and Sweep. Yeah. One of the best episodes ever was when Sweep got like superpowers and he was like flying through the air with his little boots on and a cape. And I remember as a kid that nearly made me cry. It was mental because Sweep never like ever got anything good. You know what I mean? And then he was like flying around like a fucking little Superman. It was amazing. Yes. As a kid, that nearly made me cry. Yeah, who doesn't love Sooty? Exactly. Yeah, thank you, Surfing. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Why don't you try CBD oil on top of your pain? I'll tell you what, it's all just about being able to afford it, really. I can't really afford it, but I would. And what I need to do, I need to talk to someone like Metallic used to do CBD. I don't know if she still does. I need to talk to her about it and see, like, prices and like percentage of like CBD and the stuff and all that. Yeah, Rainbow. Yes, Zippy, George and Bungle. Just watch more of Naked Jungle. Gary, good night, mate. He said, good night. Off to slurp on a Kraken. My favourite dark rum, then some kit. Take care, mate. Thank you for watching, Gary. Take care, mate. How about the magic herbs? Sadly, no matter what the magic herbs are, they always make me paranoid now. Don't matter how weak it is or what it is, what different strain it is. None of them don't make me paranoid now. Every single one of them makes me paranoid. Yeah. So it's just not worth it. I can't enjoy it either. I certainly would. Even said my favourite episode was when Sweep got to use Sooty's wand and he grew up a magic sausage plant. Nice. That's amazing. That's amazing. I can't remember that one. Yeah. Shall I see if I can find Super Sweep? Super Sweep from the Sooty show. So that came up with Super Sweet from the City show. Super Sweep from the Sooty show. Super Sweep from the Sooty show. Fucking, that's quite difficult to fucking say. Super Dog. There you go. Super Dog. Bodger and Batter. Now that was good. That was good as well. I want to see if there's a picture of Super Dog. What was it, Super Dog? Sweep as Super Dog. Look at that. That's nearly bringing me to tears. Just fucking looking at that. That genuinely is. I always remember that. That genuinely is. It's nearly bringing me to tears seeing that. I fucking love that episode. Yeah. I'm glad that's blurry, or is that just my eyes? Because that's how I'm seeing right now. Come on, focus, you bastard. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'll be moving back to Staffordshire in the next 3 months, mate, and that'll be definitely away from all the cunts. Yeah, good, mate, good. I hope you're all right. There you go. Genuinely, that gave me a little tear in my eye. Look at little fucking Super Sweep, fucking Super Dog, flying through the sky. Oh, God. Yeah, because Sweep never got anything like good and interesting. So when he became Superdog, it was amazing. Yeah. Pengu Nope, yes. Yes. I remember that I had a Sooty Show video and it was on Magic Roundabout. Oh, yeah, Magic Roundabout, yes. Yeah, good luck with your move, Seraphim. It goes all well, mate. She's just a nightmare because she hates the fact that I found someone. Yeah, get away from it all, mate. It might be worth it. Well, it will be worth it. It's a shame you have to, but yeah, get away. But I hope it all goes well for you, mate. I don't know if I've even got them on here anymore. No, I haven't. There was a clip I was going to play. Teddy Ruxpin. Yes. I'd say. Gosh. Oh, God, my hand's got stuck there. Oh, the memories. Who would have thought we'd have so much fun just naming fucking cartoons? And I'd have a little tear in my eye over fucking Superdog. Genuinely, I'm not just saying I genuinely did. My eyes are still a little bit blurry now. We would watch Pingu after dropping acid. Yes, nice. Oh, I remember watching Pingu absolutely stoned out of my face. And Pingu was pissing everywhere. And also, I stood in the front room, fucking pissing myself laughing because this episode of Pingu was him just basically walking around places, just like pissing like that all over the place because he kept wetting the bed. And my younger brother came in, who was about 10 at the time. So he was about 10, I was about 19. I stood in the front room and I was just fucking pissing myself laughing, watching Pingu, stoned out of my face. I think it was the time I ate a load of solids. That was quite a weird day. So I was quite extremely stoned because I ate like a fucking, like, I don't know. It was about 15 quid's worth of draw in one go. So, you know, it was like smoking like 15 quid's worth of solids, which is quite a lot back in them days. It was a big lump. Ate it, and I was fucking fucked. And I was just watching Pingu pissing all over the place, fucking laughing my head off. And yeah, and then the day got quite a bit weird because someone came around and like to hide in my back garden because I couldn't better talk to them. And they came and found me, which is even worse. Not wrong with tears, of being nostalgic about times we had no worries. Exactly, Evil. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly it, mate. That's exactly it. Camberwick Green. I can't remember that one, Peach, but I know of it. Don't remember Bill and Ben. Yeah, I do remember Bill and Ben and the Clankers, yes. Or the Clangers. Was it Clankers or Clangers? Fireman Sam, Postman Pat, Muffin the Mule, yes. First time I watched Hoodwinked, I was on acid and he died laughing. Ah, gosh. Yes. Yes, there can be some quite amusing experiences watching someone act shit, you know, on drugs, can't there? Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I would tell you more. I'll tell you more about the stoned watching Pingu Day on a non-monetized live stream because you do have to be slightly careful with talking in a certain way about drugs on monetized ones. You can talk about drugs on monetized live streams, but it says you have to. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it says you mustn't sort of glamorize them. Yeah, the animals are farthing wood, yes. Oh, Art Attack, Peach. We mentioned Art Attack earlier. Art Attack was great. Yeah, I really liked Neil Buchanan. He was great. He was, I don't know if he still is, he was the longest running children's TV presenter, possibly in the world. Because so I remember Art Attack came around in like maybe late 80s, early 90s. But because he did it for so long, no one had done it for like that long. Didn't they do like a Oh, what was it? Oh, it was that game that Liam was playing it recently. It was either Fallout London or whatever it's called. You know that add-on where you can play Fallout London. In Fallout London, there's a reference to Art Attack. Yeah, there's a reference to Art Attack. Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers was fucking great. I fucking used to love the Chuckle Brothers. When Gene Hunt was in Camberwick Green beating up a nonce. I've never seen those. That's Life on Mars and the other ones, isn't it? Still haven't got around watching them. Yeah, good old Tony Hart. Even said I still take the piss out of the head. Yes, yes, fucking hell. Yeah, it's nice to have a little. It is nice to have a little talk about these kind of things. It does bring back nice memories, doesn't it? As you say, it takes you back to being a kid and having no real worries, and yeah, exactly. Yeah, I will watch those. I want to. There's a couple of them, isn't there? I do want to watch them. I've just never got round to it yet. One day I'll find that either cheap on DVD or I'll find it on some. It's probably on BBC iPlayer, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Balls of Steel. Yeah, that's very different though to what we're talking about. But yes. Yeah. By the way, I will have to go off at 12:30. And I will be on tomorrow night, but I think tomorrow's night's live stream will just be a normal one like tonight. If it is a normal non-drinking one, I'll probably monetize it again. That's it. Ashes to Ashes is the other one, isn't it? Even as being an northerner, I can do the accent perfectly. Nice. Nice. Pete said Bear Behaving Badly was funny as fuck when I was 13. Can't remember that one, but then I might have been because I'm a bit older than you, ain't I? If that was when you was 13, I was probably getting on for like, I don't know, more than 23 probably. Black Metal said, did you watch Black Rain in the end? No, I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. No, I will do though. I will do. Is there anywhere where to watch that at the minute? I think that was on bloody Channel 4 or something and I missed it. Black Rain, where to watch. Why is it, no matter what I fucking say, this fucking thing can never get it right? It's done Black Rain as in REIGN. Black Rain, where to watch. Might be on Prime. To rent. YouTube, free with ads. It's on YouTube, free with ads. I'll bookmark it. Black Rain. Right, where are we? Love the new the Bear. He was on Smile too. Nev the Bear, is it? I don't know that one. I mean, I'll look into Black Rain. Oh God. Have you heard they're making a Leon 2? No, I haven't. Who's making that then? Is it gonna be Luke Besson? What, and with with like Matilda in it, do you reckon? I don't know that one, Peach. No. Would it be Matilda? Natalie Portman. I love Leon. That's a really good film. But obviously Leon's dead. Sorry, spoiler alert. Don't forget to like the stream, please. Yeah, no, I hadn't heard. It depends who's making it, what the story is, whether I would watch a Leon 2. If it was made by Luke Besson and it was starring Natalie Portman or someone being Matilda, yeah, I'd probably give that a go. You don't necessarily have to have at this age, do you? You could have Matilda like 5 years afterwards and cast someone who's about sort of 16 or something, or however old she'd be, 18. He's a little blue bear with a bite in his right ear. Oh, no, that rings a bell. Yeah, Dead Man's Shoes, Richard. That's a great film. That's one of my favourite films, that is. Oh, what, Leon? How could... I'm going to have to look it up. Because obviously Leon dies, doesn't he? Does he not die? It's like an alternative ending. Okay. First trailer. I don't know. Natalie Portman's supposed to be in it. Roland Rat. I do remember Roland Rat. Oh, yeah, Roland Rat. Yes. Yeah, I do remember Roland Rat. Yeah. So I'm laughing at the amusement of how much fun I've had talking about on kids' TV shows. I have. It's been nice. And speaking of bears, Rupert was also a good one. I'll check it out. Seraphim, I'll have a look, mate. I'll have a look later. But not later, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be going off in a second. I've got a couple of things I need to do. Yeah. Might as well call it a night now. It's past nearly. My mum's uncle laughed like Roland Rat, for fuck's sake. Oh, Christ. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. It's been a good, fun night. I didn't think I'd be this amused, literally just talking about fucking kids' TV shows. But it does. It brings back like fond memories, don't it? Yeah, Quadrophenia and Leon. Yeah, got them. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. Rats to mouse. I'll see you all tomorrow night, and I'll record some kind of footage of what me and Jim M do tomorrow. All right? Cheers for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. Sorry to those who may have been bullshit. That's why we just kept going on about kids' TV shows. But yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. I've got a lot of earworms in my head now. Right, I'll see you all tomorrow night. I probably won't be drinking tomorrow night. So good night, Fall and Evil, Spacey, Rich, Peach, Seraphim. Who else was on? If I miss anyone, I apologise. But yes, see you later, everyone. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Take care, everyone. See you later. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. It's been good fun.